On a quiet night, near an abandoned train crossing, people say you can hear it. That's the sound of her dragging herself with her elbows. Her name is Teek Teek, the spirit of a young schoolgirl who fell onto the tracks and was cut in half by a passing train. She's fast, unnaturally fast. In some stories, she crawls on her hands. In others, she chases victims at impossible speed. When she catches you, she cuts you in half too, so you'll be just like her. Urban myths say she's been seen in Tokyo, Hokkaido, even in modern CCTV footage. Some say she hides under station platforms, waiting for the next train and the next soul. In 1918, a young boy named Aikichi Suzuki bought a doll for his little sister, Okiku. It was simple but beautiful, dressed in a traditional kimono, with jet black hair cut to her shoulders. Okiku adored the doll. She played with it every day, until she fell gravely ill. When she passed away, her family placed the doll on their household altar in her memory. Months later, they noticed something strange. The doll's hair had grown. What began as a bob cut now reached her shoulders, the same length Okiku once wore. Barbers confirmed it was human hair. When the family moved, they left the doll at the Meninji Temple in Hokkaido, where monks began trimming her hair regularly. To this day, her hair keeps growing, and samples examined by scientists revealed it was indeed human. Locals say the spirit of little Okiku now lives within the doll, still waiting for her brother. Visitors claim to see her mouth move, and her eyes follow them as they leave. This legend is newer, born from the internet age. It began as a pop-up, a small red window that appeared on random computers. It displayed one question: do you like the red room? No matter how fast you closed it, the pop-up returned. Then, a list of names appeared on the screen, all people who had died mysteriously. The next day, you'd be found dead, and your room painted red with your own blood. In 2004, police found the red room page on the computer of a real murderer, a teenage boy who'd killed his classmate. It blurred the line between legend and reality, and Japanese authorities took the site down. But mirrors of it still exist on the dark web. Some say if you find it, you'll hear a childlike voice whisper behind you, "Do you like the red room?" In the late 1970s, a rumor began spreading through Japanese schools. Children whispered about a woman wearing a surgical mask who appeared on quiet streets at night. She'd stop you and ask in a soft, polite voice, "Am I pretty?" If you said no, she'd kill you on the spot. If you said yes, she'd remove her mask, revealing a mouth slit from ear to ear, and ask again. Even now, and if you hesitated, she'd slice your mouth to match hers. The legend grew from a real story of a woman mutilated by her jealous husband for her beauty. She died screaming, and her spirit returned, obsessed with the same question. People began carrying candy to distract her, or saying, "You're average," to confuse her spirit. Police reports even rose in the 1970s, claiming masked women chased schoolchildren. To this day, in some small towns, parents still warn their kids, never walk alone at night, never answer a stranger's question, because the slit-mouthed woman might still be waiting. In old Japanese homes, there are gaps between doors and walls, under tatami mats, behind closets. They say that's where she lives, the woman in the gap. Most never see her, but sometimes, when you're alone, you feel eyes watching from that thin, dark space. If your gaze meets hers, she'll smile and ask, "Do you need a place to hide?" Say yes, and she pulls you in. Say no, and she waits until you sleep. Some paranormal researchers claim this legend arose from the Japanese concept of ma, the space between, a place where spirits dwell, neither here nor there. Many Japanese horror stories, and even movies like The Grudge, draw from this idea. It's why the simplest gaps in your home might feel wrong, because something could be waiting in them. In coastal Japan, fishermen whisper about the funarii, spirits of those who drowned at sea. They appear on misty nights, pale and dripping wet, calling out to passing boats. Sometimes they ask for water or a ladle, but the ladles they use have no bottoms, so the spirits pour seawater into the boat until it sinks. These ghosts aren't always cruel. Some are simply lost, desperate for help. Others, consumed by rage, drag the living into the deep to share their fate. There are real reports of fishing boats capsizing in calm waters, with surviving crew claiming to see ghostly hands reaching from the sea. During the Oban festival, when spirits return to the mortal world, coastal villagers light floating lanterns to guide lost souls home and keep the funii from visiting.